Hi, my name is Amber Gross. I am currently in my first class towards earning a master's degree in teaching special education. During this class, I have learned there are several dispositions educators should be aware of and implement in order to be highly effective teachers. Special education teachers must have realistic expectations for their students and must challenge them at the same time. Assessments should be used to understand what the students' strengths and needs are. Lessons plans should be developed with these things in mind. If the entire class has a certain need, whole group lessons should be written to teach the students the concepts. Various learning tools should be used so all students can benefit. If only a few students have a certain need, small group or individualized lesson plans should be utilized. In this way, these students can receive the extra attention and learning needed to master their area of need. This will alleviate the other students impeding the learning process due to lack of interest. If a lesson plan does not seem to assist the students in growing in the area of need, the teacher should collaborate with colleagues to receive ideas on other ways to teach the same concepts or other tools that could be used. Confidentiality, however, should always be maintained during this process. Special education teachers should also be prepared with the lesson plan and all tools required to teach the lesson on a daily basis. A few extra lessons should be prepared in case an activity takes less time to complete than the teacher thought it would, or if the activity proved to be inappropriate for the level of understanding the students have on a topic. This may mean arriving to the classroom earlier than required or staying later than required the day before. Lesson plans should always empower students to be the best they can be and give them opportunities to be successful. Part of creating these lesson plans is continually looking for ways to improve our own skills in relation to teaching special education. This could mean reading about the current research and implementing new techniques from the research, or attending professional development training to sharpen skills. As I am working towards earning my initial teacher licensure in special education, I have discovered a few dispositions I believe I live out well. One of these is compassion. Every day I greet each of my students by name and tell them, "Good morning." At the end of the day, I wish them a great evening or weekend and tell them I will see them in the morning or on Monday. I also enjoy talking with the students about their interests and home life, including their pets. Professional conduct and dedication are very similar in my opinion. I live these out by arriving to my classroom between 10 and 15 minutes early and stay between 5 and 10 minutes late on a typical day. I also am respectful toward everyone I come in contact with, whether it be the custodian or lunchroom personnel or a parent or another teacher, and of course, I am respectful towards the students. I am always looking for the positives in a situation or in a person and build on these positive things or attributes. Honesty is another big disposition I feel I use on a daily basis. I always follow through with what I say I will do. I also attempt to have students' input when disagreements happen. For example, if two students are arguing, I listen to both sides and walk them through the appropriate way to get what they want. I also try to understand where a child is coming from. Has the student received enough sleep the night before? Did something scary or exciting happen to them the day before or even this morning? This could impact the student's behavior on any given day. The dispositions I feel I need to work on prior to my first year of teaching in a special education classroom are curiosity and high expectations. I need to learn what effective engagement strategies are so I can create applicable lesson plans and learning environments filled with curiosity to motivate the students to learn. I also hope to learn how to challenge the students in an area of need without being too challenging. In regard to high expectations, I hope to learn how to include students in writing out classroom goals and rules so they can take ownership while ensuring the goals and rules of the district and how I want my classroom run are addressed. I also want to learn how to turn the results of an assessment into applicable lesson plans. Personal bias is also something a special education teacher needs to be aware of. People can unknowingly treat people differently based on their own biases. As educators, we must constantly be aware of our own biases to lessen the potential of treating our students differently, as all students should have the same opportunities to learn according to their abilities. Sometimes these biases can be positive in nature. For instance, an educator could relate more to a student, therefore give that student special preference and overlook behaviors or give credit when the student did not meet the goals of the assignment. This type of bias can cause the student and family to assume the child is on target for his or her grade level and assert the child needs to be in general education classes, when the child may in fact not be ready for that. If the teacher has a negative bias towards a student, this can also be dangerous. The student may not be challenged enough to learn new concepts or to get closer to grade level because the teacher believes he or she cannot do any better than what they are doing. This student will struggle to be successful because he or she is looked on as a problem or a failure. The child can then internalize this and grow up to be an unsuccessful adult because he or she does not believe in his or her abilities. The parents of this student may also view the child as a failure because they would not see any improvements in areas of need. The student may unnecessarily be held back another year in a grade due to this.